Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back to the Inn of Planar Crossroads, and as always, welcome back to an announcement video. And that's kind of funny to say as always, because we haven't had an announcement video per se for a long time, since we do most of our announcements on the Around the Hearths. But this announcement is kind of about some of that, because we're going to be coming off the cuff a little bit. I don't have a lot of planning. I've got some bullet points that I wanted to go over with y'all real quick, but this particular video is just me coming heart to heart here, you viewers and travelers. This is what's going on with the inn. So the IOPC has been having some tech issues and tech troubles with just OBS cooperating with my operating system and stuff like that, and different things. And I think either some of that, but also some things that may have happened transferring or something, I don't know. We've lost all of October's episodes. All 4 of October's Around the Hearth episodes are gone. And that was really frustrating. It was particularly frustrating because it was good conversation for one, but we were already having the tech issues, and then that was happening. So that means that there's not going to be any videos this month after this one. In fact, there's not going to be a lot of videos for a while. Now, I'm not going to give up on making videos or anything, and this is unfortunate. It's not like this is we're giving up or this is the end of the IOPC video. I would have put that in the title, but instead, this is a video telling y'all that while it's unfortunate, this does present us with, we may as well take this as an opportunity to do something the channel's been needing. The channel needs a reset, not in necessarily its content, but in the way YouTube is seeing it. The channel has been, I'm not sure if there's like this slot on some kind of setting inside the algorithm or what, but it has not been doing well this whole year. It had some fairly consistent numbers, the past couple years, but late last year, maybe mid last year, and then into this year for sure, the view count has just bottomed out. And not only has the view count bottomed out, but people have not been finding it. Now, I'm not sure if that's because of something in the algorithm itself, because this does seem to be algorithmic in some way, or if it is instead something closer to just not shared enough or not put out to different places enough. We're going to find out. We're going to find out, because the worst that could happen right now is that our view counts continue. That's kind of the worst thing that could happen for the channel, that the view counts continue on the trend that they are, because that's not good, and YouTube's algorithm will look at that and de-rank us in the searches. What we're going to do is we're going to try to do a reset on the channel. I've heard of some other people doing this. They'll take a break for a couple months. They'll take a break for a certain amount of time, and then they'll come back. We're going to do that. We're going to start releasing again in January. That's the plan. But in the meantime, between now and then, we're going to still plan to record some episodes and whatever that might mean in that meantime, as well as get a bit more robust on the tech and how I'm using it here, the different things that we're doing here with my tech stuff for when I'm doing things, so that it will be better. That might require me to learn a few more things, maybe a different program or something like that. But if that's the case, that's okay. That's what this break is going to be for. That's the plan, anyway. Now, what does that mean for you guys? It means, like I said, you're not going to be seeing us, but we can start making modifications as well. We can start making modifications to what's on the channel. So this is the chance for us to take that break, do a kind of reset, so that when we do start releasing regularly again, the algorithm sees it as if we've come back Like, we're coming back, so it'll bump us up in the algorithm. That's kind of the idea. That's what I've seen other people say they've done with their channel when it kind of had a lull. They'll stop and then whoosh, come back and do like normal, and that'll see that the algorithm will see, okay, that this is coming back. We need to pump this up so that they'll keep on releasing videos. That's kind of how the algorithm did work. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that's how it's working now, but that's how it did work when someone else did this. So that's the idea. We want to know what kind of modifications you'd like to see to the channel. I know that I'm going to try and start releasing to podcasts areas for the Around the Hearths. I'd like to continue the Around the Hearths. I do think that we'll probably do something different than we did this year with the sheets and stuff. I'll have the sheets like I've been talking about on our Discord, and the Discord will still be running. So if you do want to support the In a Planar Crossroads and get access to the Discord, even once gets you that, that's where we'll be most of the time with my social interactions. It allows me to focus on one place, and that's where I'll be sharing the things that we did have planned for release, and I'll put those out there on that, and I'll make a spot for it for file sharing and stuff like that. So hopefully that's something that you'll be interested in. But also, I know we want to continue the Around the Hearths, because that's something I enjoy doing, and this is the channel that I run. I may as well do what I like. So I know I do want to do that. Is there anything else you'd like to see return, or would you like to see a return to the lore videos? If so, that's going to require some time, and there's no guarantee on how often those will release and such right now. But if you want to see something like that, a modification to the channel where we start doing that again, you can let me know, and I'll gauge some interest. If you want to see some other type of content that you haven't yet seen us do, but you thought we would be good at, then let me know. I'm even somewhat open to returning to making game live play stuff again, like we did before. My issue with that is that's a big time commitment. The editing isn't exactly the problem, but the time commitment definitely is. So that would require some different things to be arranged. If that is something that I see a lot of people wanting, then we might do that. But all this said, and let's see, how long have I gone? About 9 minutes. So it's time for me to start wrapping up. There's no reason for us to go too much over, like 10 to minutes or something like that for an announcement. Short and sweet of it is, we're doing a channel reset because this little hiccup, this big hiccup in our programming content, our programming schedule, presents us with that opportunity, and we might as well take it. So this is probably the last video you'll see for a while. If you want to actually contribute to the conversation on what type of things we put out, comment below on this video. Find us on Facebook, all of our socials and stuff. The web page will still be available, so we're not taking down the web page, but the channel itself won't be releasing anything. And for those watching on Rumble, this is happening because we need that reset on YouTube mainly. Rumble gets fairly consistent views. I'm not sure if they're bots all or not, but some of them are. Doesn't really matter to me. It's a good backup site. So we'll see how things go. Let me know how you guys want to see things. And I guess, as always, have a great day. God bless. And enjoy. We'll see you in January, Lord willing. Bye.
This content was made possible by travelers and viewers like you. Thank you.
probably rambled on too much. Apologies.